Here's the thing. People definitely want to hear and see you. We are just getting in our own way. And I know what it feels like to be standing on the sidelines while you see others that are doing the same thing that you do, some for a small amount of time, and they're the ones stealing the spotlight, right? So, I am in my mid 40s. I just turned 46. I started my business 15 years ago, right at the beginning of social media really becoming a thing for businesses. I still sometimes am like, oh my gosh, this person has been alive for like 20 years and look at what they're doing, right? And so we get in our own head and that stops us. And I'm saying the truth. That stops us, especially us that have been successful in our expertise for quite some time. For me, over 2 decades now, prior to owning my own business, I was already in advertising and marketing. So when we see these people that, have been on this earth for like 20, 30 years, and we're like, holy smokes, look at what it seems like they're creating. Guess why they're creating this? Because they have tapped into the power of themselves. And that's why I'm sharing what I'm sharing today. And I've actually been sharing a few videos to hopefully help you, to inspire you that there is so much more about you that people want to know, they want to hear, they want to see. And that is what's going to magnetize your clients. So welcome to episode 7 of our Impact with the Power of Video series. And today's all about why your clients are waiting to see and hear from you. Okay, so if we haven't met yet, hello, my name is Gina Tassinelli. I am the owner and founder of Hype Media and Stylishly Branded, as well as Style Rebel Mama. And we work with high-level experts just like yourself that are actively seeking to become irresistible to premium clients using the online space to do this. We do this with a very simple, scalable, holistic marketing system that integrates you, the power of you, into a bold, powerful, humanized presence online. And so today, I want to first debunk this very common myth. I don't have anything important to say. Why would somebody want to watch me on social media, on video, stop their day even for 30 seconds to listen to what I have to say? So here's the thing. Once again, if you are a business owner and you are offering services and results and transformations in exchange for money, people need, and more of your ideal clients need to see and hear you. Okay. So you want to start, because this is, I think, where people really get stuck, is you want to start on really identifying your unique perspective and expertise within your industry. Reflect on your own experiences, not what you see others doing, your own knowledge, your own successes that set you apart, and document this. Like, take some time and actually write this out for yourself. So here's a real life example. So let's say you're a coach, for example. Think of a specific client success story, or maybe a challenging problem that you've helped somebody with, and use this as the basis for creating valuable content that resonates with your audience. Share it on social media with a video. Show your face, guys. For those of you that may not know this, I used to be super, super private on social media. Like, even with my business profile, it was my logo. That's how I was showing up. How do you think people are going to actually connect with a logo? They don't, right? They connect with other human beings. And now more than ever, that is what's going to allow you to stand out. So it's not about having the perfect message. It's not about saying something groundbreaking. It's about embracing your uniqueness, embracing the power of you on video. And that's what's really going to allow you to connect with your audience in a way that words can't do that alone. They get to hear your personality, they get to see your face. Truly, they start to build this relationship with you online, virtually. Even better if it can be in person. But when you're using the power of video, you're able to really expand your reach, and you'll see clients coming out of the woodwork that you didn't even know existed. The opportunities, the doors that open that you wouldn't even know existed when you start to show up in this way is so powerful. And so this is something that I personally have come to realize, is that every expert has a unique perspective and valuable insights to share. Every single person. Nobody is made the same. Nobody has the same experiences or skills or personality or tone as anybody else unless they've been cloned. And that has not happened. Okay. So, number one is debunking the myth that you don't have anything important to say, because you absolutely do. So start by really identifying your unique perspective and your expertise within your industry, and reflect on your own experiences, your own knowledge, and your own success stories that set you apart from others. Number two is understanding the impact that video has on this. So I share a statistic quite often inside of my trainings, workshops, different places. Studies are showing that 84% of people have decided to make a purchase after watching a business video, whether it's, from a personal brand or corporate brand. That's the impact that video can have. So start by, looking at other people's video content and use that for inspiration. You're not meant to be a content creator as a professional service provider or as a coach or as a consultant, right? That's not what you're meant to do. You have an expertise, but to help guide you, look for inspiration. And I'm not talking about like focusing on those trendy, transitions and dance moves and trendy audios. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. If you go to my Instagram, for example, most of the reels that you see are talking head video. It's just me talking, because for me, that is the fastest way to get my message out. I don't have time to be messing with all the fun, trendy tech. We do that for some of our clients, absolutely. But when it comes to you as a personal brand, the fastest way is just show your face on video and share your message that way. Okay. And if you're still not sure how to do that, find inspiration or jump into my upcoming workshop, because that'll fast track all of it. All right. Here's a great example. Let's say that you are a business coach, and I love to use the business coaches or just a coach in general, because that's a lot of the types of entrepreneurs that we work with. You could do a series of like a how-to video on something very specific within your industry to help create an experience and move people through a journey. Okay, so create a series of videos. Your videos can be like a minute long. It doesn't have to be like, I've been on for about 10 minutes now. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes long. It doesn't have to be that long. Now, I do encourage, and we encourage our clients. We do this for our Done For You clients, but it's also something that I teach and I guide and I mentor our clients through, is to do a power value-based video once a week, like what I'm doing today. So every single week of the month, pretty much, unless, I'm sick or something happens and I can't show up, you're going to find me on Thursdays at 12 p.m. Eastern time live. And I'm sharing something like I am today. I'm giving you some value, right? I'm giving you some expert insights. I do this weekly. It's also creating this digital footprint for yourself. And if you think people aren't watching, they are. So right now, there's maybe like, I don't know, a few people watching this right now. Here's what happens. We send out an email to let people know to watch the replay on people's own time. And as the algorithm, kicks into play for me, depending on what I'm doing throughout the day, my behaviors on social media, this video will get sent out to more people, and people will end up consuming this at some point. But there's other ways to use this video too, right? So what we are doing is we're creating a digital footprint for myself so that I am allowing people to grab nuggets of my expertise and get to know, like, and trust me. But what I'm doing is I'm using video so that you can get to know, like, and trust me as a resource, as your go-to solution. Okay. You can do the same exact thing. Okay. The third thing, video is going to lead to more nurturing your audience so that they get to know, like, and trust you and eventually want to work with you. Okay. So when you are showing up on video consistently, like I'm doing today, you're creating a digital footprint, like I just mentioned, and we're moving people through different stages of that buyer's journey. So you may be somebody that has never even watched one of my videos, and now somehow, this just showed up on your newsfeed. Maybe it's something that I said in my video description. Maybe it's because a friend of yours liked this video and now the algorithm is showing it to more of their friends. And you are now somebody that's aware of who I am, right? I'm going to share with you that I'm also going to be showing up here live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And now you're going to watch me again. Over time, you start to maybe like me, to build this relationship with me, right? And then you start to trust me. And hopefully you get to a point where you decide, you know what, how can I work with Gina? And so that's part of this. And if you decide that you don't want to work with me, that's okay too. There's plenty of opportunities in this world for you to find your go-to solution and for me to find my ideal clients. Okay. But what we're doing is we're creating and we're building this digital footprint where people are getting to know, like, trust you, and eventually want to work with you. And so we're nurturing my audience through these videos. The fourth thing is when you show up on video, for me, for example, going through this process, and honestly, it's been a journey to show up on video the way that I do today. It's a great way to overcome resistance and to build your own confidence. It's really a muscle that you're building. And so when you're speaking on camera regularly, you become more comfortable and more confident over time. And by the way, your messaging becomes much more clear. So if you're someone that's like, I'm waiting to get my message perfect and super dialed in, here's the thing, that is not going to happen until you practice communicating your message and articulating that to the masses or to the public, or at least, on sales calls. All right. So build that resistance, build your confidence on video. It's like, it honestly takes practice. I've been doing video since about 2010, 2011. Okay. That's a lot of years that I've been showing up on video. For many of you, you're just getting started, or maybe you haven't gotten started yet. So just know, in the beginning, I used to sweat under my pits, just saying. Okay. It's normal, but I've built that resistance and that confidence to show up. And then the fifth thing that you want to know is that in order for this to all make sense and to be cohesive and to really create an experience for your audience, you have to develop a plan. Okay. Specifically, if we're talking about video, a video marketing plan. So you want to be able to know, what are your goals? What is your target audience? What are the content themes? And where am I going to distribute this video? Okay. So right now we are doing this Impact with the Power of Video series, and this is episode 7. I have 12 parts to this. So it's a 12-part series that I had already planned out ahead of time, right? So that is my intent, to give you some insights, some inspiration, some valuable insights and content, so that you want to gain more of a deep dive inside of our workshop. And that's what these little bite-sized pieces inside of this series, 12-part series, is doing. But this was planned out. It's not like I just showed up on the fly today. So making sure that you are planning things out. I mean, look, you're a business owner, you're the CEO of your business, treat it as so, right? Treat yourself as the CEO of your business. So let's say that you are, for example, launching a new coaching program. Okay. Your video marketing plan might include some teasers to your program. It might include a masterclass. It might include a series of videos like I'm doing today, or throughout the last however many weeks we've been doing this, like 4 weeks now. So every video in this series is a step closer to what you're going to learn inside of our upcoming workshop. It could be the same for your coaching program. And then you can use those videos to create content for emails, for other types of social media content, and to attract. The intent and the goal is to attract and engage with potential clients, right? So you adjust your strategy based off of analytics, based off of, what you're seeing that's happening, comments that are happening, engagement, feedback, all that kind of stuff. All right. So I'm going to do a quick little recap. Episode 7 of our Impact with the Power of Video series. Your clients are waiting to see and hear from you. So number 1, debunking the myth. I don't have anything important to say. Yes, you do. You are an expert. You bring valuable insights to the world, and more people need to hear and see that. Okay. Number 2, you want to understand the impact of video. Research the latest trends in video consumption. Understand how video is going to impact your ideal client's behavior. Provide valuable feedback and insights, tips. And that's going to give you this digital footprint and create an experience, which leads me to number 3. That experience is all about lead nurturing. So when you're creating a digital footprint with video, what you're doing is you're moving your ideal clients through different stages of their journey with you, right? So do this by addressing common pain points, challenges that they face. And that is really going to be what's going to resonate with your audience to create this experience with them so that they get to know, like, trust, and eventually want to work with you. The fourth thing is by showing up this way on video, you are working your resistance and confidence muscle. Okay. This takes practice. It takes practice to speak on camera. And the more that you do this over time, the more comfortable and confident you're going to get. And then the fifth thing is have a marketing plan. You want to have a marketing plan that's going to support your upcoming initiatives, whether that's a new launch, a new service that you want to put out there, a new offer. And using video to plan that out is going to help move your ideal clients, your audience, through a journey to where they're interested in what it is that you have to offer. All right. So I hope that this was helpful today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.